You're watching Expected Score channel. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why sport predictions and tips are not gonna make you rich. Also, I will show you a sports betting tool which could free you from using someone else's sports predictions. Why should you never follow people who post their sports predictions for free or even sell them for money? When you Google free sports predictions, you find thousands of websites with different handicappers and betting experts. They could be casual gamblers, football coaches, ex-football players, or other experts. The problem is that whoever they are, their predictions and tips are absolutely useless. Of course, there could be exceptions. Some handicappers have accounts on special handicap services, where you can track their betting history. But even if you will get betting tips from a real handicapper who earns money with betting, you still will struggle to earn money and finally get nothing long term. This problem is especially dangerous to beginners who make their first steps in the world of sports betting. Let's clear who are sports handicappers. Handicappers are the people who make predictions on sports. However, some gamblers suppose that handicappers also provide the information about match fixing, but it's wrong. Never trust people who said that they know secret information about match fixing. All of them are fraud. Remember that you couldn't just Google this sort of information. It's impossible. Don't be naive. There is no way to earn easy money in sports betting, where you could just pay $100 for tip and get $200 back guaranteed. So according to their aims, we could divide handicappers into three categories. First category, YouTube handicappers. Their aim is to collect viewers for the channel and to earn money from advertising. Some of them earn money with betting affiliate links. Of course, you don't need to follow their predictions. These handicappers just make traffic for their YouTube channels, especially before the most popular and high traffic football matches. It doesn't matter what they say, their tips, predictions, and advice are not gonna work long term. Those people just provide content for entertainment. They have no knowledge to make value bets. So why are those YouTube handicappers still popular? People usually try to shift their responsibility. For example, if you make your own bet based on your own analysis, you can blame only yourself when your bet is lost. But when you follow other people's tips and lose, you start to blame them for giving you bad advice. It's psychology, and the obvious reason why this type of content is still popular nowadays. People just don't want to take responsibility. Second type of handicappers have their own websites or profiles in social media to share their sports predictions. Well, it's pretty obvious how most of those scammers work. These experts simply delete wrong predictions from the source. That's why their profiles always look good. Some scammers could create 100 profiles from 100 different names and make 5 random bets on each account. They're gonna show you only the profiles where all the 5 bets won in a row. We're not gonna go deeply into details about all fraud schemes. Just don't trust them. Let's review the category of professional handicappers. Speaking about professional handicappers, you should thoroughly analyze their way of prediction. First misunderstood situation appears when you meet tipsters with high ROI. Well, high ROI, especially on the long term, is really nice, but sometimes this metric is not so objective. For example, some of those handicappers have high ROI just because of posting their bets on unreliable bookmakers. Those bookmakers cut limits and ban winning accounts. A handicapper can bet $1 on a bookie with a bad reputation and run with extremely high ROI, but when you try to follow his tips on that bookie and bet, for example $100 for each bet, you will be limited very soon. That's why the high ROI of those handicappers is worth nothing. Sometimes the high handicapper's ROI is just a variance. Even 500 bets with 12% ROI is not enough to say this handicapper has a real success in sports betting. That's why sports prediction of these handicappers are also useless for people who want to earn money making bets. The real distance in sports betting is 10,000 bets and more, or you should pay attention to UDI parameter. Now you got an idea who are handicappers and why you shouldn't follow their tips. What's wrong with sports predictions? Why following by winning tipster is not gonna make you rich? The problem is that handicapper, let's assume he's a real plus EV bettor, at first makes a bet with the highest odds by himself, and then afterwards he shares this bet for his audience. Each gambler who makes a bet with this exact tip reduces the bookmaker's odds by making a bet. So handicapper still has a high return on investment, but all his followers will have lower or even negative returns. There is no sense to use sports predictions with zero or negative return on investment. I hope you're convinced. There is no sense to use sports predictions and tips in your betting career. It's a waste of time and money. Stop following random people's advice. Stop searching for some handicappers who will tell you how to make bets. How to avoid this problem and become a successful sport bettor who could earn money making bets on sports events. XG Statistics is a tool which can help you to make your own bets. It helps to estimate the overall team luck. XG calculates the probability for each shot to end up with a goal. This is an innovative tool for professional sports betting. On our expected score website, you will find XG for 75 championships, 5 spreadsheets with many XG parameters. You can evaluate the probability to win a football match for each team by yourself, and then make your own bet. I hope this information will help you to choose a tool for sports betting and to refuse from sports predictions and betting tips. You don't need to use them and waste your time. Study the best information for sports betting on our channel and use XG from expectedscore.com. You will find the link in the description below.